Good evening. I'd like to call our Thursday, June 2025, 2026, I don't know what I'm saying, to order. Is Minister Hicks here? Minister, please come up and give us our invocation.
Let us pray. Spirit of the living God, we want to say thank you for this moment, this time, and this hour. We thank you, oh God, for this day that we have seen. And God, as we continue to live. And Father, we even pray right now, God, that your word says that the heart of the king is in your hands. And so, Father, we thank you right now that the heart of this board, the heart of this district is in your hands in the name of Jesus. And Father, we pray right now, God, that even as the board make decisions, we thank you right now that you will anoint their decision making in Jesus' name. Father, we even also pray, oh God, that you will continue, oh God, to cover the staff, cover the students, oh God, in your blood in Jesus' name. And God, we thank you right now that this meeting, oh God, will be done in decency and in order. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. This time we're under item C, which is the adoption of the agenda. What is the pleasure of the board?
I would like to add 2 items to the agenda.
Okay.
K4,
K4.
which is 16th section, commercial and residential leases.
Okay.
And K5 is consideration of district insurance proposal.
Okay. Are there any other additions or deletions?
Well, one other one is the deletion of I3, since it's a duplicate for I2, so delete I3.
Delete I3. Oh, I.
Mr. President, can we add one more, if you don't mind?
I3.
Table,
We'll do that when we get to it.
oh, okay, gotcha, thank you. Thank you for keeping me in order.
Are there any other deletions, additions? If not, what's the pleasure of the board?
I make a motion that we approve the agenda as requested
With the additions, okay.
with the additions.
Yes, ma'am. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly. Second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion is approved. We're now down to approval of minutes. Mr. Secretary.
Mr. President, I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting held on May 28, 2026, public budget hearing held on June 16, 2026, and our special call meeting that was held on June 16, 2026, as presented.
There's a motion to approve those 3 board meetings, regular, public, and special call.
Second.
It's been moved and properly. Second, are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Mr. Superintendent.
All right, first, we want to recognize some special guests. Mr. Sturgis, I think this is your 50th class reunion.
Theirs.
They-
Yes, sir. What I'd like to do is, if you all, and thank you, Mr. Superintendent, it started off in 1776, and some of my classmates were there. And then we actually graduated in 1976, was the 200th year, and we're celebrating starting tomorrow. This is 2026, so they've been out of school for 50 years. So if you would allow me, Mr. Superintendent, would you all please stand and be recognized that you've been here 50 years, and they graduated from Vicksburg High School. So the class of 76.
I graduated 50 years ago from Warren Central. Does that count? In October.
Okay. Invite them to the board.
It was a good year.
Everybody right here for me, just smile. 1, 2, 3, pick out 1. 1, 2. Right here for me, right here. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, thank you.
Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Till your good is better and your better is best.
I won't make anybody feel seasoned, but I was only 3 years old.
Thank you.
All right, we have Miss Kivett. Is Miss Kivett here? Miss Kivett. Hey, y'all want to come up, Miss Vaughn and Miss Kivett? Recognize some of our summer campers briefly.
All right, Alvin Jones.
Like that.
Okay. Good evening, Superintendent and school board members. I am Ms. Kimberly Vaughn, a student service coordinator with the Vicksburg Warren Career and Technical Center.
And I am Kayla Kivett, another student service coordinator with the Vicksburg Warren School District Career and Technical Education Center.
So we thank you for allowing us the opportunity. We wanted to share the success of our career and technical education summer camps. We've had the privilege of hosting CT-related camps for over 7 years now. This year we was able to host 4 different camps. We provided 4 camps for over 81 students across our district, and those were students from kindergarten to 10th grade. Our camps were We Will Build It Better Camp, Computer Science Camp, Biomedical Science Camp, and Manufacturing Camps. All our camps are CT related. The purpose of those camps is to expose our students to different career awareness and different career pathways. At this time, we would like to recognize those students who participated in the We Will Build a Better Camp and the Computer Science Camp. If you will come forward. Line up right there across the front for us. And if you see those that, some are holding birdhouses. So those are some of the projects that they were able to complete in the We Will Build a Better Camp. So while they're lining up, I just kind of share with you. It's scared to move. So while he's working on the photo, just to kind of share with you what they did in the camps. During the We Will Build It Better Camp, students were able to learn about various careers and the different types of tools that are tied to those careers. One of the things we learned is that students are not very aware of different types of tools. So with our We Will Build It Better initiative, they're able to learn the different types of tools, the safety of tools, and how they can use those on a daily basis. The students were able to roll up their sleeves and actually build a project, and they did the birdhouses throughout the camps. With those birdhouses, they were able to learn different types of screwdrivers. They had to use their problem-solving skills, because we all know how instructions come. It's not the easiest to read. So they were able to follow, go through the instructions on their own, put it together, and they actually build their birdhouses. Also with our district, we had the transportation department and our maintenance department participate in our camps. We Will Build a Better Camp. The students got to go to the maintenance department and kind of work with them, see what it looks like behind the scenes, how the different tools that they're used, and they got to practice some of that with them. Transportation did a great job also. They came out to some schools and some of the students went to them, and they got to see what tools look like in the transportation department. So we thank our district for actually helping our students with that camp. During our computer science camp, they learned about coding, the technology behind coding. They was able to do binary bracelets. They coded dash robots. They were able to make music using coding. They had an opportunity to go down to Hines Community College in Utica, where they kind of toured their computer science department. So there they was able to see how 3D printing, the technology and the computer science behind 3D printing, and also virtual reality. So it was a great experience for our students, and we thank them for participating in the computer science and the We Will Build a Better Camp. Thank you, guys. You want us in the picture?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we stopped, okay.
Couple more camps we want her to talk about. Right. So let's do this real quick.
Everybody right here for me, do a smile. Let me know right here. 1, 2, 3. Very good. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. You shot stay where you are.
Great smiles. Thank you so much. All right.
Let Ms. Kibbe share with you about the camps. The We Will Build a Better Camp and the computer science camp, don't go nowhere. The We Will Build a, and the computer science camp were geared toward our elementary students. So we also had 2 other camps that were geared toward our junior high and high school students. And Ms. Kibbe is going to share with you about those 2.
So the biomedical science camp introduced students to the fascinating world of human anatomy and medical science through a variety of engaging hands-on learning experiences. Students participated in laboratory investigations that included the dissection of a sheep heart and brain, where they identified the 4 chambers of the heart, major blood vessels, and the lobes and key structures of the brain. Students also explored the role of DNA through a laboratory activity focused on fingerprint analysis, learning how fingerprints can be used for identification. In addition, they constructed lung models to better understand the structure and function of the respiratory system. As part of the camp experience, students had the opportunity to hear from a representative of the Mississippi Organ Recovery Agency, who shared valuable information about the importance of organ donation and its impact on saving lives. Our manufacturing camp provided students with exposure to modern manufacturing processes and advanced technology. Campers engaged in hands-on activities that highlighted the skills required in today's manufacturing industry, such as computer design and 3D printing. Students developed their own design for a project to better their everyday life. One of these such projects was a robot which picked up fly balls for the Vicksburg High School baseball team so the players wouldn't have to. These camps would not have been possible without the support of the Vicksburg Warren School District School Board members, Superintendent Dr. Holloway, federal programs, child nutrition, maintenance and transportation departments, district leadership, our instructors, community partners, and the families who entrusted us with their students this summer. We sincerely thank each of you for your continued commitment and investment in the future of the students of the Vicksburg Warren School District. We would also like take this time to acknowledge our wonderful camp instructors. 2 of those are here. So would you please stand? Ms. Crewthirds, our instructor for biomedical science, and Mr. Jones, who pulled double duty and did the We Will Build It Better camp and computer science. So he gave up 2 weeks of his summer. So again, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, that's the quickest acknowledgement. Oh, Dr. James wasn't here, that's right. All right, thank you CTE and all the work you're doing to help our kids. I think that's all we have. All right, Dr. McClure, if you want to come up.
Good evening, school board members, Dr. Holloway, Dr. McGee, Mr. Green, and each of you. I have been given the task of explaining our sensory rooms and a couple of other initiatives we plan to implement in the 26-27 school year. And so I'm going to just read from my paper because I do not want to be a Dr. James Jr. and hold up a lot of time. That was a joke. It was a joke from the last time I spoke. They said I was long-winded, so I'm going to stick to my script. So it's all in good fun. The Exceptional Education Department, we are implementing sensory rooms across the district. The sensory room is not a playroom, it's not a reward room. It is a structured, supervised space that helps students regulate their emotions, behavior, and sensory needs so they can return to the classroom ready to learn. Many students with disabilities, they do experience challenges with attention and emotional regulation, sensory processing, and that can interfere with learning. So these rooms will provide the students with strategies, support, ways that they can calm themselves, regain focus, reduce frustration, and return to instruction more quickly. So our goal is not to remove them from the instructional setting. Our goal is to give them the tools that they need to be successful in the general ed setting, because you all know that we are going to push for more inclusion. So some of our students, this is not all inclusive. It's not limited to the students that the eligibility categories that I am about to name. However, students with these particular eligibility categories will utilize this room. Students with autism, students with OHI, ADHD, students who are EMD, emotional disabled students, intellectual disabled students, developmentally delayed students, and other students who may need sensory regulation. And I use a lot of acronyms, so if you all want to know, I was trying to catch myself because I will say just the acronyms. Although IDEA does not require sensory rooms, we are being forward-thinking with that, and we want to make sure that we provide each student with a FAPE. And so in order to do that, we need to make sure that they have access to instruction, and we want to make sure that that is in the least restrictive environment. So each school has received evidence-based sensory material, flexible seating, weighted items, visual support, sensory tools, movement equipment, and other resources. And to ensure that this is consistent across the board, my team and I will go out beginning July 9th, 10th, 13th, 14th, and 15th to every school site, because we will make sure that these classrooms are set up for the students. And do you all have any questions about that? Yes, sir.
Dr. McClure, a couple of things. I touched bases with the superintendent, but he told me it's best to get to the person who really knows. No,
You're right.
but we did talk about it. On the Department of Ed, that they have switched our exceptional students from the Department of Ed to, I guess it's going to the state, or I know it's going to
I think it's
Kennedy.
like the health.
Yeah, health. And how is that going to affect a couple of things? Our money, how, and most importantly, how is it going to affect our kids? Because there's so many different rules that you have to follow. Mm-hmm. And are they going to pretty much loosen the rules, or
Well, I will say this, because there are so many other things going on, sometimes they may not put as much effort into if it's an OCR complaint, if there's an issue. However, we would not have that problem here at Vicksburg Warren School District, because I will treat every child in this district as if their last name is McClure. So whatever they need, we are going to make sure that they have it. We have, our number of complaints have gone down. We only had one complaint from the state, and it was thrown out this school year. So that is something to be, to shout about. So I don't foresee us having an issue with that. Now, in regards to the budget, I cannot speak to that. However, I am looking into, and with the assistance of Dr. Holloway and Dr. McGee and Mr. Green, we want to make sure that we're getting the best bang for our buck. And so we want to make sure that certain classes are covered with the right personnel. And if we don't need certain personnel, that may, and so that could possibly free up money. But in regards to the budget, I cannot speak to what that would be, but we are being very conservative with our dollars.
Church, I'll say this, I'm on the National Governing Board for the National Superintendents Forum. We go to DC in July, and I'll have more information about what you're asking about. They have been talking about cutting funding in the past, so we'll find out. I go there July 6th. And we lobby and go and meet with the senators and legislators, so I'll have more information about that. It is a concern.
Yes.
He just told me, I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
Piggyback, here's something I'd like you to do also, is you have not received your funding for July.
For
1,
27,
right?
FY 27 has not been.
Okay, so when do you normally get it? Or they propose to give it to you?
Typically, they give us 85%. It has not been given out yet. So I am not sure when that money will be available.
Yes,
however, we have already covered with paperwork. So whenever it does come, we will have access to that. So we have covered that, and we have submitted that paperwork because it had to be turned in by
There'll be a
June.
barrel of bad news. What if it doesn't come?
Well, if it doesn't come,
Yes, ma'am. I'm just asking hypothetically here.
Well,
Will we be in trouble?
I may not be here because I'm paid out of that particular
Okay.
set of money. So it will be bad for me, and it does affect our TAs.
Yes, ma'am.
I do
Okay.
support. My budget does support at least 32 TAs
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the district. So
It could be a disaster if we don't.
It could be because we do seek outside support, consultation for those behavior students, and because they have to have a psychologist to test them. So all of that comes from that pot of money.
Because what really scares me is the severe and profound, and then that touches my heart.
Yes, sir.
And if they start digging, I mean, they've dug a hole already, and if they really start digging a hole like that, it's gonna kill us. I don't have any more questions, sir.
So the next part, I'm sorry, you had a question about the sensory rooms? Okay, so the next part, and I will be very quick with this, in the fall and the spring, we have what's called parent engagement conferences. We do it after school hours. We typically do one in the fall and one in the spring, and we will work to improve getting it out to the parents, because we would like to increase support, and Dr. Holloway would like for us to tackle that by having a north zone and south zone to conduct that. When we had it last year, we had MDE down. They brought the transition coordinator, the office that deals with complaints. They came out and spoke. We had MDRS, Project Search, and so that is something that we're going to continue and just make sure that we're more proactive in getting the word out and making sure that we are dispelling the myths, because we don't want complaints to come into you all, because I think parents are not as clear in regards to medical diagnosis and diagnosis in the educational setting. It has to have an adverse effect in the educational setting. And so we are going to work hard to try to dispel some of those myths in regards to services for students with disabilities. And that concludes all that I have. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact me. I am at the Grove Street location. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Dr. McClure. And you all see we're trying to be proactive. We have our tier 2, positive behavior stuff going. We're trying to keep kids in school and doing everything we can. Those sensory rooms are going to be real good. I had a couple more things not be done. Mr. President, we did not get the MCOPS grant from MDE. This is it's unbelievable why the legislature sets this money aside, because Chief Kerr left off a school name on the front of the document. We did not get the $100,000. MDE. Yeah. So I've called the state superintendent. Lauderdale County didn't get it because when they pasted a link in there, the link didn't paste. It said link, $80,000. They are just chopping school districts' heads off for small mistakes. It was everywhere else in the document except for on the cover page, $100,000. So I'll be calling, and hopefully y'all won't get a complaint on me. That just doesn't make sense. The legislature doesn't give them that money to not give it to us.
So what happens to the money? That they give it to somebody else, or they didn't give it?
I think it goes back in the pot. I'll check, but there were a bunch of school districts who did not get it for simple things like that. Now, they sent us a letter yesterday. They sent me a letter, and it had the wrong school district name on it. I sent it back to them and said, now who's gonna pay for this? You sent me something with Benton County School. We're not Benton County. But they penalized us $100,000 over one, left off one place. So I'm still a little warm about that, as you can tell. Third grade gate, after the second administration, 86% of our students have passed the third grade gate. We had the last administration, we had 58 students who still had not passed it. And of that 58, this is kind of disappointing, 23 of them never came to tutoring or summer school, and I can't say if they showed up to take the test. Even though we provided transportation and fed them, the parents just did not get them to come to tutoring. So we did everything that we could. Our teachers were here. We had some of our better teachers.
Those students going to be retained?
Yes, sir. Yep. So our teachers did everything they could. We provided transportation. We fed them. We did everything we could. So
and
23.
How many are being retained?
It depends on how many. It was 58 that had to take the test. 23 of those did not show. So I think that is 30.
At least 23.
At least, yes, sir. At least 23. Yeah. So we did everything we could on that. Dr. Jackson ran summer school for us. She did everything that she could from the curriculum department. Our accountability scores will be here next Thursday. We'll be breaking those down and getting them to you as soon as we get them. On the shortfall note, that's on the agenda tonight, the last ad valorem collection came in about $300,000 more than it typically does. So the shortfall note request will not be what we thought it would be. I don't know if people paid taxes late or whatever, but we got it was like $800 and something thousand. So we anticipate it being somewhere about $500,000 is all we'll have to do on the shortfall note. In the budget, we're still looking through that. I've given you all some predictions on enrollment, and that's considering the live birth rate, population migration. It's considering a lot of factors, but we do have to look at that. And the live birth rate kind of tells how many kids will enter our school in Warren County. So that's why we rely on the live birth rate along with population migrations to kind of make predictions on where we think we will be enrollment-wise, so we can be even more fiscally responsible and making cuts and doing the things that we need to do to manage our finances. And I think that's all I have, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, sir. We're now down to F, which is our monthly finance report.
Yeah, yes, sir. All right. You pull that up, Doc. This is for the month of May. As you can see, revenues, we were about $400,000 or $500,000 more in FY26, and revenues bringing in a little bit more than over $4 million for the month of May. Our expenditures in May, we were probably about $70,000 to $100,000 over what we were last year as far as expenditures. So we kind of maintain those, and you can see revenues versus expenditures. We spent a couple of $1 million, close to a couple $1 million more than we took in, which brought our fund balance down to $36,450,669 as of May 30th, and that is 50% fund balance, which you know we still have another month of expenses to take care of, so that number will go down, and that will include our last ad valorem collections and other revenues that we have for the month of June. Any questions on any of those? Mr. President, that's all I have. F1.
That's all you have?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Is there,
I make a motion, we accept the financial report as presented.
there's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Okay, we're to the claims docket now.
Yes, sir. Anybody has any questions about any?
On the claims docket,
Yes, sir.
is any, you have some, Ms. Patterson?
Yeah, I have, I was just, wanted to make sure this check number 43043, Bruce King Plumbing, the emergency excavate location.
Yes, it was approved in May. I'm sorry, Ms.
Yeah, from what I understood,
Yeah.
what we approved that, the emergency letter last month.
Yes, ma'am.
But we hadn't received the bill, and so this is the bill paying for it.
Paying for it, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this isn't a repeat or a
No.
new?
No, ma'am.
Okay. That's all I had,
Okay.
Mr. Sturgis.
Are there any other questions? What's the pleasure?
Make a motion, we approve the claims docket.
There's a motion, is there a second?
I second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Capital assets and new acquisitions, surplus.
Any questions on any of those?
So on the disposals, is disposals acquisitions, we do both?
Yeah, yes, it's both of them.
Okay, hold on a second. I am trying to see,
Doc you may have to answer, help me on some of these. I know we had some Chromebook issues.
So what does a barcode replacement mean? So we're disposing of an asset where we gave it a new barcode because the barcode was destroyed and it's still in, the original device is still in use?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to explain that? Thank you, Don.
Yes, sir. So, Mr. Pratt, the way the system is, if a barcode is destroyed, you can't go back and reprint that same barcode. So you have to dispose that barcode and issue another barcode for that same equipment.
Okay. I don't have any other questions. Make a motion. Huh?
I had that same question.
Yeah. I make a motion to approve the capital assets new and surplus disposal.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Down to four, F4, rank resolution.
This is,
Yeah, that's just changing the names to Ms. Nips, who is the Assistant Finance Director, and removing Ms. Hughes, who is not with us anymore. And we did change to Huntington Bank on the resolution since they've changed.
all right, I make a motion that we approve the bank resolution.
All the banks, right?
Yes, sir, all of them, yes, sir.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So the request is to approve, to accept the resolutions to replace authorized signatures on bank.
Correct, yes, sir.
That's my motion.
Okay. If there's a motion, is there a second?
Approve.
Pardon?
Motion to approve those two resolutions.
And approve the resolutions.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign.
Okay.
Motion is approved.
Down to H now.
Well, we're not doing, you don't
No,
have,
there's no attachment, there's no budget to approve yet. We're still reviewing that.
okay. H, all right, so here we go. This is consent. I have several items to pull, Mr. President.
Yes,
We
sir.
were going to do the project updates.
Oh, we did skip that. Thank you, Ms.
What did we
Patterson.
skip?
Yeah, the project updates, he's right. She's right, I'm sorry.
I don't know anybody. You got it?
Thank you, Ms.
I don't have
Patterson.
it on
I looked
there.
right past.
I don't know. I'm looking for something.
Oh, I see. Here it is. It's up on mine real high.
Yes, sir, Board. Y'all have, really and truly, there hadn't been a whole lot of work done the last 3 weeks. The rain has kind of hampered things. We rode around on Tuesday, and actually we're riding around in a downpour, checking out all of the sites. So demolition is complete. The new pads for the concession stands at Vicksburg and Warren Central High School softball fields have been formed. They are moving around some utilities at Vicksburg High School baseball. That was actually supposed to take place yesterday. None of our paving has started yet because it's been too wet, but hopefully it looks like we're going to have a stretch of some days with some sun this end of this week and next week, so they will start work on that. So hopefully next month when I come to y'all, I'll have a longer update than this.
And that's not going to affect any completion times?
I can't say that, Ms. Patterson. Technically, they have until, when we signed that contract, I believe it was December 29th, I think is what the end of that day. So technically, they have until December 29th to execute the whole project.
For paving?
Yes, ma'am, two. So we are looking, the meeting that we had last week, just with how rainy it's been, that we looked at some contingency dates and things like that, if we needed to move around some of those projects when to do it,
So
so.
the paving, the sequencing of paving right now is not going to, is there any heavy lifting or heavy equipment that's still gonna come in to do anything that will damage the pavement? Or is this, are we doing this?
No, not necessarily. So what they're trying to do, the only place that really that may affect is Warren Central softball. And that paving is scheduled for later in the fall when they're
Okay.
replacing the entrance and exit roads there. So they're trying to coordinate that later to get all of the heavy equipment out of the way so they won't have to do that.
All right. Now we're on consent.
Yeah, proposed consent.
I have several items to pull.
Yes, sir.
H1, H12, H14, 17, 18, 19, J1, J4, J6, J7. Let me make sure that doesn't correlate with anything we've killed already. Yeah, so H1, 12, 14, 17, 18, 19, J1, 4, 6, and 7.
Are there any others? If not, what is the pleasure?
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda with the exclusions of those items mentioned.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Mr. Vice, thank you. On J1, it's something really simple, but I see now it's not as simple as I thought it was since we lost that copper grant.
Yes.
A couple of things. I read the mission statement, the vision and the purpose. Few questions I have is where are the most dropouts, and can we tell why we're having the most dropouts?
I don't know if they send that by school, Mr., because when I looked at it, I just looked at our district, so I can't answer that. Mr. Green may be able to.
So, Mr. Sturgis, the data, the way that it's organized and sent to MDE, it's kind of holistic. They do it by grade bands, elementary, middle school, and high school. So high schools have our greatest number of dropouts. There is some migration and things like that in the middle schools. Every now and then we have a student that drops out in middle school, but the high schools are the ones that have the majority of our dropouts.
So on a percentage wise, and I'm not asking you to pin it down to the exact, what kind of percentage, or let's say from 1 to 10, where would you say that number would be?
So I believe this past year, our percentage was somewhere around 7 or 8% of students total. And of the high schools, if I remember correctly, Mr. Sturgis, it was somewhere in the 30s of students. And if you look back trend-wise, I think the data we send in has to go back 10 years or so. At one point, we had 200 and something dropouts every year. So comparatively speaking, we have done a really good job of improving that over the last several years.
For our 4-year cohort last year, I want to say it was like 5.8%. It was real low. Our dropout rate was, yeah.
So on the graduation rate, I mean, I guess, no, this is the school data, and it shows the number of schools we have.
Yes, sir.
10 elementaries, 3 junior highs, and 3 high schools. But then when you go to the ADA, it only shows 2 high schools. There are, and so I'm going to do what I shouldn't do, is assume that RCEC was included in the 2 high schools.
Yes, sir. So their students' home school is how we report that data back. So based on where their address is, the students that home address is Warren Central reports into that attendance data, and then the ones for Vicksburg High School report into that attendance data.
And the reason why I brought that up, because of what Doc had said earlier, we're showing 3 here, but only 2 here.
Yes, sir.
And I just don't want us to,
Yeah, but that.
I don't want it to be a problem.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
all I'm
sir.
saying.
You're right.
No, I just want to make sure, okay, that's all I have, Mr. Pratt, unless somebody else has.
We did correct.
Yeah,
We
okay, go
correct
ahead.
those, yeah.
Oh, I got something else.
I had along the same issue, Mr. Sturgis, from the standpoint of the dropout. The goal and the data didn't necessarily align, and I think Mr. Reed went
Yeah,
back and,
he already got us in my email.
Oh, okay.
Waiting to be uploaded into this.
okay.
I have a
What,
question.
so it was to,
got something else.
so, no, as far as, so when we, make a motion to approve this, we need to make a motion to approve it with the changes that he's talking about.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Levisey?
Earlier this year, I had some comments on the lawn maintenance. Will that be inclusive of what we're talking about?
Yeah.
It's coming up. Yes, sir, it's coming up later.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir. On the attendance data, would you do me a favor and explain to me, it says off track, sliding, on track.
I had the
She
same
had the same
question.
So,
I said, I'm sure it makes sense to them, but it doesn't make sense to me.
All right, so would you kind of explain that to
Yes, sir.
everybody, please?
So-
In elementary terms,
yes, sir, I will.
Okay.
So
for me.
the state of Mississippi has designations, so our multi-tiered systems of supports, okay, that's what they call it. In some of their flags that they have for students, when they meet a certain threshold of attendance. So if a student gets to 5 days that they've missed school, we have to report that to the truancy officer.
Okay.
And then every 5 days after that, so once they hit 10 days, they have to report that to the truancy officer. Coinciding with that are our MTSS flags, so that's what those are. Depending on the amount that a student has, they're either on track, they're off track, or they're chronically absent. So once they hit that 18 days absence threshold, then by the state of Mississippi, they become chronically absent.
So off track means,
They're not coming to school.
okay, and sliding means?
They have
A
several
chance.
absences. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And then, I've got my
On
contract.
track.
On track, everything is
We're
perfect.
good.
Okay.
So the other question I would have on page 19, on your graduation rate, can we explain the discrepancy between, on 2026 for specifically Warren Central, approximately a 4% change?
Yes, sir. Some of that can be attributed to the way that we reported that. Some of our data was incorrectly reported. We alerted MDE to that, and they would not allow us to change that.
Okay, so we're living with that number, but in reality, it's.
Yes, it was higher than that. So when we report, there are certain codes that go with certain students. If they transfer in and out to a public school, private school, if they're a dropout, we have to assign them a code. And in our report that we sent, some of those were inaccurate. We found our own mistake, went back and reported that to MDE, but they would not allow us to change it after the
So
deadline.
what I think it's important for people to realize, and thanks for that explanation.
Yes, sir.
Is that we've done a lot of hard work in our district. When I got on the board a few years ago, I believe we had a graduation rate in the 60s.
Yes.
60%.
Yeah.
In 2019, the district's graduation rate was 72.3%. Today, our graduation rate is 91.3%. So someone needs to let that sink in. For all the people that want to, and not give credit where credit's due, our teachers, our parents, our students, our faculty, administrators have done a great job on focusing on this. I understand this, we got one little blip this year for Warren Central. We will overcome that. But if you look at the historical trends, we're doing a great job. Also, if you look at the historical trends for dropout rates, so if you look at, we're on par with Clinton on our graduation rate this year, and we're beating the state average, and we're beating everybody else you've compared us to. So that's exemplary. We are also, on the dropout rates, we're right there. We're right there with, we're a little bit higher than Clinton, but overall, we're still beating the state average. So these are great, I mean, we're not saying it's done, but the work it took to take us from 2019 with a 72.3% graduation rate, okay, go through COVID. We all know that any parent can attest to the challenges with COVID those years, and to today in 2026 have a graduation rate for our district at 91.3%. there's a lot of hard work that went into that.
And Mr. Pratt, to your point, had that, that the state gave us a short window, that's how that mistake was overlooked.
It was.
Had they given us the typical window, we'd be over 93% because Warren Central's graduation rate would have been right, same
And
as
what
Vicksburg.
is the state, I didn't see the state.
It is 90%, I think it is.
So we're, even with our mistake, we're still beating the state average by 1.3%.
And they did give us more time this year. I told them what you said, and they gave us more time.
Yeah, I think it was about a week turnaround on those reports that
Yeah.
we had to get to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've given us more time this year to get that right. So,
Okay,
great.
thank you. Do we need to approve it?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we on
Any other-
J1. I'm
Yeah.
through.
You're through? No
And
more
Ms.
nature.
Patterson has something to
Okay.
No,
add.
no.
Didn't you have to add something to the motion?
Yeah, the
Oh,
correction.
Well, we need to approve it with the corrections
That's
that
what
were
I'm saying.
made to,
Yeah.
with the,
Well, make your motion. You make it then, since
Yeah,
you.
because you have the correction.
I make a motion that we approve the Vicksburg, VWSD dropout prevention plan with the changes, required to be, to goal number 2, the dropout rate to make it consistent with the data.
I'll second
Moving and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Doc, you still with us? Oh, okay, Dr. McGee gonna take it.
Yes, sir.
from me. Just on the grant fund,
Yes, sir.
My curiosity kills me when it says grant and we have to pay back some money. Did they give us too much money, or what, or we just didn't use it all, or
Well,
what was the
Mr.
pledge?
President, what happened on this one, we went through an intensive audit. And some of the findings that they found in the intensive audit, one finding was service date was prior to a PO. And then there was a second finding where a contract payment exceeded the PO.
Wow.
And both of those findings totaled up to be $3,300. So we had to end up paying the state back that $3,300, yes.
Okay, that's all I
that. And we
have.
have things in place to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that was from a couple of years ago when they.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So do we need to make a motion to approve
Yes, sir.
H12?
Yes, sir. There's you did make the motion.
Yeah.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. 14, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Who
I
has
just,
14?
on that 14, I know it's a recurring contract,
Yeah.
but,
Sure.
my question was, do we need to have an addendum?
I just went ahead anyway. She'll have it to me tomorrow.
Okay.
Cheryl will.
So you want to approve it with the addendum?
And then the addendum, yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve H14 with the district's addendum added.
Yeah, you might ask the questions, President. On MASBO, I don't know if that addendum
Is needed.
is going to be needed, but if, I don't want y'all to have to end back up at another meeting, because the agreement, I'll look at it's generic enough, and they deal with all the district public entities anyway, so I don't think there's, if they sign an addendum, great, but I just don't think it's going to be needed on this.
Why don't we approve it if it's determined that the addendum is needed?
Perfect, very good.
I make a motion to approve, was it D14?
H14.
With the stipulation, add the addendum if it is required.
Okay. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Now, 17, is that where we are now?
Yes, sir.
School
Okay.
safety officer.
Yes, sir. Couple of things on this right here I need to wrap my head around, if you don't mind me asking. I see the dollar amount,
Yes, sir.
but I don't see how many you're talking about employing.
Yes, yes, sir.
It's on the
Yes, sir. If you look on maybe the second or third page, Mr.
Okay.
President, it's going to be a total of 10.
10.
Yes, sir, a total of
Okay.
10
So.
10 SSOs.
Okay, so that's, how many is 10? Okay.
So-
Will we be paying,
I'm sorry,
Then it-
11. One is part-time. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
One is part-time, I'm sorry,
That's-
11.
Okay, that's close. I'm all into being close, but don't cigars. Benefits, we be paying them benefits, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And the benefits now are at 19 point something, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Will it increase our liability insurance?
No, they don't carry weapons, and I'm sorry,
Okay.
Doc.
Okay.
Thank you, Doc.
Will they get overtime?
Yes, sir. It possibly could get overtime, Mr. Sturgis, because of the football, the after-school activities.
So with the overtime, will it increase to 228,000?
Yes, sir. But
Okay. What I would like is a cost analysis of what we had as opposed to what we are proposed to do.
Yes, sir.
Because if the bennies, the salaries are less than what we had, when I say less, $300,000, I get it. But if we're gonna pay overtime and they hit up to $300,000, $400,000, what have we saved?
Right.
In my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Only Jim Sturgis' opinion. But I would like to see that on what it is, because this is frightening to me. Because now and I want to employ as many folks as I can. But in the predicament that we're in right now, I don't know whether hiring more is better than going outside, letting them do what we've done in the past.
Yes, sir.
And so I really would like a cost analysis to
Do you
see
want it
how
more-
that would work.
Do you want it more detailed than what they have in here? Because
It's
on page 3 at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
it's a total. Do you want it detailed down? Is that what you're asking for?
Right, because see,
details?
this says 228, but
That's-
does it say anything
Yeah,
about?
Yeah.
last year we spent four,
Yeah.
Doc, you got the
Yeah,
numbers.
yes,
It's in
sir.
here.
So, Mr. Yes, sir, it should have been a
I just
proposal
didn't have it.
with you. Yes, sir, but last year,
Okay,
well, the previous year, in '24, we spent $367,129.
okay, let me say 367.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
then in 2025, we spent $439,389.
And what are you proposing this?
So the base, before overtime, we're looking at $228,448. So we're not anticipating getting close to those numbers with overtime, because we're actually going to take a look at the games, especially like the volleyball games where it's not a lot of contact. We don't have to staff as many because we have already have SROs there, so you don't have to staff as many SSOs at those games. So we're really looking at each of those activities and where we can put and place those employees.
Doc, in 2026, we were close to 500,000. What, this
Well,
year?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. So that's that number here
So
for
it's roughly
this year.
$200,000 savings, give or take.
Yes, sir.
But we have the junior highs, we have the high schools, and then we have a moving track, we have swimming, we have all of this, and so it's not going to, what is your expectation over the 223 that it might stop? What is, I guess I'm trying to ask is it gonna be roughly 300,000, you think, with all of these? Because we have plenty of activities going on.
Yes, sir.
Soccer,
Right.
and I'm just kind of, I'm fogged, my
Yes, sir.
mind is
Yes, sir.
on everything that goes on.
So do you have data from currently the hours they bill us for the hours?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes,
So
we can pull it.
shouldn't we be able to quantify the hours already?
There is, and the good thing about it is if we see that it's going that way, because we can monitor overtime, if it gets to 280, we can say, hey, no more overtime.
So if we were using a private firm and we know how many hours they were charging us, did you use that number of hours? Like if we did, nothing changed, Jim? Same number of hours this year as we used last year, is that what you're doing for your estimate or not? Or are you just saying 40 hours a week and that's it?
Not for the, well, what we're looking at is for the hours for while we're in school. So what Mr. Sturgis, I think Mr. Sturgis is asking, and we can pull that, is for the overtime. So I can sit down with Chief Kerr and we can look at that and bring that back to you. Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna say, we control how many we have, so if it does start to get over, we can always say, and we would have, they were charging us for 10 security guards, we got 4 principals, SROs there, and we didn't need, our people are not that bad. So the good thing about them being ours is we control it. We had this contract, he would send them
I don't think
in.
you'll understand my question.
No, I do what
So
you're saying.
if we use the same number of hours this coming up year that we used last year, what will it cost us?
And the thing
We
is,
didn't change anything.
it's hard to say how much how would that equate to overtime? Because he would just sent straight time. And I don't think any of his folks got overtime. So, we can look at it. Let's look at it, Mr. President. We can look at it and bring it back.
Well, if you take the total number of hours, it's easy to calculate.
Yeah,
If you take the total number of hours, total number of people, total number of hours times 40 in a week, I mean, you can, I mean, it's not gonna be accurate. I mean,
It'd be close. I get what you're
it'd be
saying.
close enough to say that if we're, by switching to this new new model, we anticipate, even if we kept our utilization the same, or usage the same, we would estimate it'd be a certain amount. When is this contract up? Or when do we need to?
July is up June
No,
30th.
June 30th, yeah. But the good
We
thing,
got
we don't have any, activities, so we can bring that back.
So do you want?
Yeah, let's we'll bring it back to you when we
So
have that
can I
up.
And
make
we
a
still
motion?
have to look at the salary scale as well, so if we could have all that wrapped up
Yeah.
together, that would be good.
Can we table then, 8-17, I make a motion to table 8-17?
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Thank you, Dr. McGee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved.
I make a motion to, the next item we have is H18, I make a motion to table H18.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Moved and properly second. And that was your, Mr. Leviathan, when you were asking about the lawn service. This is the lawn service, so we're tabling it. It's been moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion is approved.
H19 now?
19.
District Service Level Agreement
Oh,
with
yeah,
Jackson.
That's our machines that detect,
Yes, yes,
okay.
sir.
Let me
The
go to
weapons
it.
detection, yes,
Let me
sir.
see. I have 442. 442, 48. I wish I was like Brian, could use that computer, but I can't. Okay. Are we, when we bought them new, there was a warranty with them, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So just 1 year?
Yes, sir, the first year, yes, sir.
Okay. And so I see the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. And what is and I'm sure it's in here, and I must admit, I read some of it, but I got a little confused. Does it entail the whole, if something goes down with the warranty?
Yes, sir.
They'll come out and do whatever. If nothing goes wrong, we still just pay them the 22?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. And it breaks down to about $2,800 per unit. So if anything goes, well, they're gonna come do preventative.
Okay.
And if anything goes wrong, then they'll come out and service it and fix it. Yes, sir.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that, with that warranty and how it works. So we're getting a 3-year deal with them. All of it is 22.4. Okay, okay. That's all I have. That's all. Thank you, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve
Uh,
H19.
Uh-huh. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Where are we now?
J1.
I think we're gonna have to take this into, the attorney always gets me on this right here. I do have some questions about the accountant, and so I would like for it to go into,
Are you-
executive session.
You're speaking about the job performance of district
Yes, well, no, it's really not a job. I don't.
If it's not talking about a district employee-
Are they employed right now?
No.
Yes.
Okay, they're employed right now.
Yes, sir.
So yes,
Okay. Make a motion to table
Okay.
J1.
there's a motion to table J1. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we table J1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Okay, where are we now?
J4.
Who's J4?
I thought we did, somebody's pulled J4.
Oh.
Then we did
Did I
pull
tell
J,
you? Did I
yeah,
tell
you
you?
told me
Nothing under
J4.
I told you J4?
That's these teachers we need.
Oh,
we
that's
gave.
it.
Oh, all right.
Remember I told y'all we
Oh,
had
I-
teachers we needed to,
Okay.
we
I
trying to
don't know
get
why-
under contract?
Yeah, I don't know why I tabled it. Oh, I had something in there, but we're not gonna worry
I
about it.
make a
I'm
motion to
sorry.
approve J4.
Yes, sir, thank you. There's a motion, is there a second? I'm sure I got it, because I didn't write the number down, that's why I can't see. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. On J7, Doc and I
J6,
briefly
we got
touched on.
J6.
Oh, J6.
Somebody
Yeah.
pulled J6.
Oh, that was me.
The
I
gang
got
workers.
something here.
Department of, yeah.
Oh. Now, this is real simple, real simple. I was looking at the list that you had, and I was wondering why Vicksburg High School had 2 announcers listed on here.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, Mr. Sturdy, I would have to,
Might be a backup in case something happens, because I can't, that's the only thing I can guess.
Do they get paid per game, or they get paid a fee per year?
No, per game.
Per
They only
game.
get paid if they use game. That's why a bunch of these on here.
So you just want to make sure there's not 2 of them?
Yeah, that's all.
No,
Okay,
it's-
will you check it out for me, Doc?
Yes, sir.
Will
Yes,
you
sir.
please get back with me?
yes, sir.
Thank,
I think some of it's for different sports.
sir, different sports?
Sports, oh, yeah.
Years.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's right.
announcing for ninth grade basketball, but not for high
But
school.
Warren Central doesn't have the same thing on there like that.
They have 2.
They have 2? I missed it.
There's one over on, number 25,
Okay?
and then up here under 2, or no, 3. Oh, shoot. I found it
No,
a minute ago.
that's Warren Junior, yeah.
11.
11.
So we got, they have 2 also? I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I believe in equality.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, well, that answers my question. Doc, you don't have to look it up. Okay, thank you,
Make a motion to approve J6?
thank you. There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Yes, I used to do auctions, if you're wondering why I'm talking so fast. We're down to job description, but
Yes,
Doc
sir.
and I have talked about that, so if you all would approve that for me.
I make a
and-
motion to
and
approve.
we're gonna make
Did you
that.
ha-
Oh,
did you
wait,
have
I
one on it?
have,
Oh,
Yeah, you had a
you have
question on
something?
it.
I'm
Yes, you had a
sorry.
question on it.
under the information systems specialist, the job description, the minimum qualifications, the first item, it says that an earned bachelor's degree of science in computer-related field or equivalent industry-related certification, and then it says preferred. And when you say preferred, it basically says you don't necessarily have to have one. But for the salary level that we are, that's going with this position, basically what I'm asking is, let's drop preferred.
Yeah, it should also probably have, so a bachelor's degree, and then in lieu of that would be, I would take preferred off, but I would also, I would consider putting a amount of experience. Do we not have an experience requirement on here?
No, sir, we don't, but we, look,
Well, it says 2 years of troubleshooting.
it's your world. I'm gonna listen to what you say.
I mean, that's required, so you do have 2 years.
We can go higher than that if you need, if you
What-
think we should.
I think you should.
Okay.
I think they ought to have at least 3 or 4 years' experience.
Specialist. You said 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
so you're gonna change minimum qualifications so that, yeah, I take preferred off, because you can't have a preferred under minimum qualification. The minimum requirement is that you're saying, and I understand this correctly, that you have a bachelor's degree in computer science or related field, or equivalent industry-related certifications. So what you're saying, this is confusing me. Normally you say they have experience doing the job, or they have the degree in training. Not, you see what I'm saying? So it's, if someone has 10 years of experience doing the job, and they can demonstrate that they can do this work, we're saying that's one thing. Or they should have a degree in the IT field.
What you think about the certification part? Do we need to take that?
I would say you could add certifications are preferred. You could say under, but that's not minimum qualifications. You see, you don't put a preferred. Let me scroll down here. This is, I would say that they either have a degree in computer science, industry-related certifications, or a specific amount of experience. So it's the degree and certifications are the same. They can have one of those, or if they demonstrate they have 5 years of experience doing that job.
All right.
Is that gonna cause a problem?
No, we can, that's your world. I have no, I would, you've been doing that a long time, so we lean on your expertise, 5 years of experience. I got it. We can make that change.
All right, any other questions? I'll make a motion to approve the job descriptions with the changes to the, information system specialist position.
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions, additions, deletions? If
I
not,
can just make a couple of those, Mr. Sturgis.
Yes, sir.
Where we cut positions, managing our finances, and we added some job descriptions, so we bumped them up a little bit for adding, from positions we cut. So we are making cuts to make sure we stay, lower that number.
yes, sir. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. We're now down to monthly policy reviews. Oh, did I miss something?
No, sir, that's it.
That's it? Okay.
So, Board, you do have 5 policies that are for action tonight. DG, Depository of Funds, JCBE, Unlawful or Violent Acts, JBOA, Professional Personnel Release from Contract, JGFB, Off-Campus Student Educational Activity, and EDAA, Student Transportation Management of School-Owned Buses.
I had a question on GBOA.
Yes, ma'am.
We're adding this language in to be more specific
Yes, ma'am.
with respect to what we would accept as reasons for wanting out of your contract.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we taking action to make sure that our licensed employees understand that that we're making this addition to the policy and that we intend to adhere to this now?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
So I'm assuming that we're gonna see on this form under J, these things that, rather than just say personal, there'll be one of these reasons
Specific, yes, ma'am.
specifically placed there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And so the language that's in here, we looked at several other districts to model this after. And so, yes, we will add these specifics when y'all look for personnel.
And do we understand and when I say what does it look like for a contract to for us to say, no, you have to honor your contract? And if you void your contract, what does that look like?
So potentially, Dr. Holloway can ask for their license to be pulled. So if they are a classified employee, that's different, but they're a certified employee, he can appeal to MDE, and MDE can pull their license for up to a year.
And that's if you all reject it, you all are the final say on that. So if you all say, we're not letting you out, then I do what I do. And our employee, when they come back, when we go over handbook and policies, this will be reviewed with them, because we have had some issues with this, so.
Well, yeah.
You all are the final stop on it. If y'all say no, then I think we had a couple last year, I wanna say.
Yes, sir.
I think before you came on, Ms. Patterson, yeah, you all are the final say.
Okay. That was all my questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pratt, you see we added the 3 weeks to DG on there.
Yep.
What you need?
Which
Did
one?
y'all approve the changes?
So the ones you need us to approve, oh dear. I have to scroll. I love this program.
6. Is it 6, Mr. 5?
It's 5.
Yeah.
So it's depository of funds, unlawful violent acts, professional personal release from contract, professional personnel release from contract, off-campus student activities, and student transportation. I make a motion to approve policies DG, JCBE, GBOA, JGFB, EDAA.
Mr. Vice President, we can do that if you can say them all backwards.
Hey.
No, you can't look at them, you can't look at them. There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved.
Now we're down to school
School
update.
improvement.
School improvement?
Well, we still don't have our state test scores back, so this is just demographic data. None of the other data has changed. So really, this is really just for y'all's review this month.
Next one is Briggs, 16th section. Yeah, yes, sir.
Which one is it?
Rich Briggs, up on this.
Mr. Attorney?
16 section items.
Yes, sir.
Well,
You've got two
Yeah.
leases that are there on the desk, commercial and residential lease. If you'll recall, about a year ago, that you approved going forward with the reclassification of a property in Bovina, which is near the golf course. At that time, the property was split in half, 5 acres for a residential lease by Mr. Biggers and another 5 acres for a commercial lease. That commercial lease had been subdivided, and you had approved that to allow him to sublease it to Cunningham's. The Cunninghams petitioned the board to see if they could reclassify it, just put that in a separate residential lease, which you approved. We have been through this process. It took a lot longer than we had hoped because obviously we had to get the Secretary of State, tax assessor, and the reclassification process done. But that's all been completed now. And so you'll see in the lease, there's a new proposed residential lease of 1.39 acres to the Cunninghams. It's a revision of the old commercial lease from 5 acres, 3.61 acres for Biggers. And I think you'd be approved to go ahead and start those leases July 1st, so you can start collecting rent on those. The amounts are included in the leases. It obviously increases the rent. It's in the lease. I want to say it's around 700 and something. Dr. Holloway, you can look at that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And the other was 800 and some odd dollars. Previously, you were getting 875 for both those.
so the new Biggers lease is how much? I'm trying to figure out how to do the motion here, so.
It should be up there on the desk. You need to look at it.
Yeah, I see the per acreage, I just couldn't find the total. I didn't see it in that, on that last page, the per acre is on that.
is for the year for the, what is Cunningham? No, I'm sorry, that's the Biggers lease. 720 a year, and then where's the other?
There you go. Make sure I sign this.
$875 for the Biggers lease.
No, I thought you said 720 was,
I mean, for the Cunningham.
Cunningham.
lease. Yeah,
Okay.
875 for the Cunningham lease.
so my motion needs to be to approve the reclassification.
No, we've already approved the reclassification.
So you're just wanting to approve the leases.
720 for the Biggers lease, 875 for the Cunningham
Okay.
lease. So I would like you to approve those, subject to payment in full. If you'll recall that when you did it, the requirement was that Cunningham would agree to pay all the costs, because there were legal fees involved, there was a survey involved. He's paid the survey fee, but we've got the legal fees now that we're wrapping it up, we've got to tally up and get Cunningham's to pay. So when you make that motion, it would be subject to full payment being made by the Cunninghams for the reclassification process and the associated costs with filing the new leases. And if you would approve both, if you can approve them.
All right, so my motion is to approve the Biggers lease yearly amount of 720 and the Cunningham lease of 875 with the stipulation that the Cunningham have paid in full the reclassification costs, legal and otherwise, other costs, and filing fees, and any other related costs.
And that's a 3-5-year lease?
Yeah, but it's
Okay, fine.
875 per year for Cunningham and 720 for Biggers.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. Are there any other questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion is approved. Executive session?
No, don't we have,
Oh, we got something, I didn't see it on
Yes,
here.
sir.
Okay.
did I not add that item?
You added
You
something.
did, I just didn't
I
write it
added
down.
insurance policy,
You did, I didn't write it
district
down.
insurance proposal consideration.
Okay,
That was,
So, board members, I was able to meet with Mr. Don Thames and Mr. Brian Johnson on Tuesday, and they presented a proposal for our insurance and also our workers' comp. I did ask Mr. Thames if he could hang around to help answer any specifics that you may have, and I know this is coming to you on a late notice here, but he's here as well if you have any questions on any specifics.
so it's going up.
Yes, sir. Now, we did add uninsured motorists. We didn't have uninsured motorists in the past, so we did ask to add uninsured motorists because of different, bus accidents and things that we have with individuals without insurance.
did that,
And that made that go up a lot.
you raised it up pretty good?
Yeah.
The cost, I'm saying.
Well, it did some, but some of it is we had some new buildings, the multipurpose buildings that were added on there as well.
Did we have any claims in the past year? I'm not talking about it related to property, either car, vehicle, or property.
Yes, sir. We actually have one with a bus right now, accident right now with uninsured motorists that Berkeley is working through now.
So they hit us, but we're nothing that we're at fault for, but it is a claim.
Yes, sir. It's a claim. Yes, sir.
So the workers' compensation is also going up?
Yes, ma'am. It actually, the claims went up almost $100,000 from last year. So if you see from 25 to 26, so what I asked for was a list of all the claims for workers' comp, because it seems that we need to do some more training. But I just want to see absolutely where these accidents are happening, what location, and what types of accidents. So by us knowing that, then we can do more training with our staff to make sure they understand the safety procedures.
Do we track accidents, and is that information brought to the board on an annual basis at least, or semi-annual, so we can see?
Yeah, because I know that an individual claim can cost a lot, but it seems to be, our claim amount seems to bounce all over the place. It's 23,000 in 2023, and it's 124 in 2024, 112,000 2025, and previous year, it's 253,000. I know one claim can be 200,000, but it would be nice to have some detail on what these.
And we can definitely pull that. We can get that information to you.
Well, I'm just familiar with, all accidents, any kind of first aid event is tracked, because we should be trying to drive down all first aid accidents, from first aid up to major accidents, and that needs, and it has to start small to get that.
So are we doing as part of
Rationale.
employee training safety
Yes,
training?
we do. And we do what we call a first report of injury. So with any injury that happens on any of our campuses, there's a first report of injury form that must be filled out within a 24-hour period. And that goes to our compensation and benefits specialist coordinator. So we can definitely get that information for you.
Ms. Patterson, what you're referring to, I have received from previous insurance providers and districts that I work for, just coming to review things, but I have not received it since I've been here. And that's, I probably should ask, but I'm not used to having to ask.
Yeah.
Because they just come and say, whether it's workers' comp, here are your claims that are out there, this one is, this one is
Yeah.
getting low. They come and sit down and go over that stuff with you, but we
Okay.
have not received that.
And we should also have that data ready at hand, so that we're driving down our accidents
Yes, ma'am.
and being proactive there.
I
Yes,
think we
ma'am.
requested the loss history. When did did they bring that? No, they didn't even bring it, I don't think. The loss history, with you and Ms. Wilson, did y'all meet with them, Doc?
Yes, sir. We did, but I don't recall getting that
I
information.
talked to, and we may not have, but I talked to Ms. Wilson about requesting our loss history just to track those kind of things. But
Yeah.
So.
And this is for 1 year?
For 1 year, yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Insurance never goes down. Legalized theft.
What is the pleasure of the board? Insurance it's only good when you need it.
No, it's not always good when you get it. But you gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
I say this, and get it out there. When I worked for a casino, the casino doesn't get to change the odds on the next hand because because they lost.
Yeah, that's right.
But insurance does, so.
That was heavy.
No, it's true. From experience, I can say that. I don't know that we have a choice.
No, we don't.
I would suggest we do a vigorous market survey for next year
Yes, sir.
and get multiple competitive quotes. Make a motion.
Well, and I would also suggest that we also start looking at our data from the first recordables all
Yes,
the way
ma'am.
up to loss, and we start trying to drive those numbers down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, especially also for the automobile. I mean, what's your deductible? Do we need to, are the vehicles 10 years old? And,
Yeah.
Are we having a $200 deductible on a $5,000 piece of
It might be
equipment?
beneficial to break that out, so I get what you're saying, looking at it different ways.
Make a motion to approve, what is this, K5?
Yes, sir.
There's a motion to approve K5? I don't know what
Four.
K4
K4.
is.
K4.
It's four.
I'm sorry.
118 and 16 was 3. So K4. Motion
No,
to
hold
approve.
on, it's K5.
It's K5.
I got,
Oh, it is?
what you got,
Yeah.
what you have after 16
I don't
section?
know why they had them in there, because we changed that one. It technically was commercial and residential leases. I thought they had other leases to discuss. We didn't have anything for K4.
Yeah, that's right.
For K3. K4 was 16 section commercial and residential leases, which was the reclassification. K5 is consideration of insurance proposal.
Okay. Well, see, I have the updated one. I only have K1, 2, and 3.
And we combine the leases.
Yeah.
3 was hunting and fishing lease.
Correct.
Which is
Yes.
something that
We didn't have
I
it.
don't think you had any action on that.
No.
That's already been awarded.
Yeah.
That hunting and fishing lease.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think that had just been put in there for that
Yeah.
purpose. And there's
So it
another
was K-5.
item. So
Okay.
it was K-5.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're,
No action on K-3.
no action on K4, whatever K4 was.
No,
Okay.
K4, no, there was
K4.
action
Yeah, there was
K4 was
the,
your residential. and
for the,
commercial
that was the
lease.
leases that we approved for the biggers.
And,
Okay, okay.
And K5 is
is
the insurance.
yeah.
Man, I'm gonna lead y'all down the right path. If y'all just follow me.
Those are
Get
good
y'all.
jokes, Brad. Those are good jokes. Okay, to approve K5 is there's K6, there's K7. Oh, that's the wrong board meeting, I'm sorry. Now, you write that in the paper, okay? Okay, please, I said please. There is a motion to approve K5. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion is approved. Are we down to L now?
Yes.
Okay, we're down to L.
Make a
Brian,
motion, we go into closed session to determine the agenda for executive session.
there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and properly second. All in favor say aye. All
Aye.
opposed? Motion is approved. Thank you very much.